All right. Welcome back to the Great Barstool Steak Off. We got Nick and KB. The boys are cooking steak today for an untold lump of cash right there. Fellas, have you ever cooked before?
Kyle?
No.
Yeah. No for me as well.
Really?
Yeah, I lived in New York and I'd never turned my stove on once.
Well, it stinks up the apartment if you cook in New York.
Especially proteins. I have a protein-free household.
Well, today we're cooking only protein.
Dude, this is bad. I just don't know how.
Yeah.
What do you...
I'm a pathetic little boy.
Don't say that.
Stuck in a strong little boy's body.
Don't say that. You are strong and you're not that little, but what's the strategy having known nothing?
I did watch some tutorials. I watched Francis and Sass. It seems like the steps are very simplistic.
Simplistic, a complicated word for simple.
Whoa.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you could have said simple.
So when would you even use simplistic?
I think it's like a magical fantasy word that people shouldn't even be using.
Yeah.
What do you think, Nick? What's your plan here?
I fell asleep watching an ASMR steak cooking video last night. He whispered me through it.
What cuts do you guys have here today? I see two beautiful cuts of steak.
Mm-hmm.
I opted for the tenderloin, the filet mignon.
Ah.
I'm not a chew guy, and I think this is the most tender cut. My jaw is emaciated before I'm satiated.
Bars. Nick, what's your cut?
I have a New York strip because I learned how to sear it on the side to get that fat to melt upwards.
That's going to be heavenly.
You've learned that?
Last night, falling asleep.
I didn't think about the sides.
You forgot about the sides.
Why is mine so small?
Remember, that'll cook faster.
It looks like a taco.
That might be a taco.
Is that going to fuck up my game? I was thinking 3 minutes per side.
That's a small little piece.
Well, without further ado, let's get into preparing these steaks.
Is this a speed game?
No, it's whatever you guys want. It's you guys are going head to head. I don't care how you prepare it.
I'm gonna marinate mine overnight.
I'm going to reverse sear mine, so it might take 45 minutes to an hour.
KB, I noticed that you requested cacao.
Cocoa powder, yeah.
What's cocoa powder for?
I'm cooking this for me.
You've never had his famous chocolate steak?
I'm like the Rick Rubin of chefing. This is for me, and it's gonna mix with paprika, cayenne pepper, and garlic. So I'm not gonna use a lot of cocoa powder. Pepper can cause burning of the steak.
Is that true?
I don't wanna go too crazy on the pepper.
All right, meat reveal. Look at the marbling, boys.
That looks like a steak.
Aye, aye, aye.
Undeniable.
This
Right into the pan.
looks,
Here we go.
Thank you.
well, I'm not doing that.
What, should I not have done that?
You do that, you already did it, so that's locked in.
That's like a shape that doesn't
It's
exist.
amorphous blob, yeah.
It's a meat
There's
orb.
no geometry to it.
So, Nick, walk me through seasoning it in the pan.
I didn't want to put it on the table. I don't know, I shouldn't have, right?
I don't care. I don't care.
You don't give a fuck.
No, it's you do whatever you want. I just want to know your thoughts.
Why are you
Of
doing
course,
that?
he doesn't care. He wants you to fuck up.
I think I'm doing good. You gotta massage
I've
it
never
in.
seen that tactic.
You gotta massage it in. You've never seen that?
I've watched 2 tutorials and they were in neither.
So yours is a little bit more purple looking. What did you smell there?
Yeah, what does it
It
smell?
smell good. It doesn't smell like a finished steak.
Oh, you're fucked.
Keep pressing it.
The most important seasoning is how hungry the judge is.
And I haven't had a
I
morsel today.
prefer him to be on the latter half of a long fast.
You can't rush this step.
No. I like the just single finger kind of tracing it in.
I don't like touching it.
It's icky or?
It's a tiny bit icky.
I was told, don't be shy with the salt.
Yeah, don't be shy with the salt.
Has anyone ever been like, oh, this steak is over salted?
I've never heard of that.
So yeah. Now we'll get into the goods.
Okay, so what is that? That's the paprika. What is paprika?
I don't know.
That was the
Can I have just a
spawn
taste of
of on Blue's Clues. Mr. Salt
There was
and
a
Mrs. Pepper.
paprika character.
They fucked and made paprika.
And I notice you've stood yours up kind of like a continental soldier.
That's right. You gotta let the fat seep down into the meat.
Yep, and I see it seeping right now. You went with the full clove of garlic was in one of your requests.
So I saw a way to peel garlic that was interesting. You put it in a jar, and then you shake the jar, and apparently it peels it. And I just wanted to test it.
A healthy amount of cacao.
A little CP, nothing wrong with that.
Yes! What? That's like the
Cocoa
most
powder.
popular euphemism for child porn.
Oh, nothing wrong with it.
No, it ain't nothing.
Wow, look at it go. Is it working? Wow.
Too much CP. Smells like a brownie.
Yeah, you're just gonna come out like a brownie.
Oh, fuck. Okay, de-chocolate it a little bit.
A little bit less CP. So you're kind of smearing it into the side.
That is, it smells like peppered chocolate. And it's not good.
Doing this for me.
All right, Nick, taking it to the stove. The cloves to the stove.
What the hell are you doing?
What do you mean?
You just put butter on it first? All right, do that. I was gonna, add that after the flip, after the sear, mid-sear.
That's allowed.
I don't know if I trust this.
Why?
I feel like this might take longer or shorter or something different than a regular.
Yeah, it might take time. The other pans won't take longer or shorter.
I wish I could ask.
I should have minced the garlic.
Oh, we got an extra virgin over
Should have
here
said
too.
the N-word at it. Gotta mince this garlic.
Beautiful job seasoning over here.
I'm afraid I didn't use enough cocoa powder.
Tablespoon, spoon?
Of course.
I don't trust the eyes.
All right, and the butter has melted down over here, and we're laying the steak.
I was expecting more of a sizzle.
No, yeah, sizzleless.
Interesting.
Like a mime.
Yeah.
Just fully
Yeah,
silent.
this is like a Chaplin film.
Yeah. Kyle waiting for it to heat up.
Wait for that to heat up.
I should have done that.
And I'm gonna wait for this to heat up.
And there's a little sizzle for Nick. First sizzle of the day.
That's first of the day. Feel like that's bonus points.
Oh yeah. And do you have times selected, Nick, or are you doing it by eye? You doing it by temperature?
So Kyle said 3 minutes on each side. I think I'm going to do 3.5.
3.5. Fair enough.
But the number one rule is to resist temptation to move it around. You got to trust it.
That's right. Let it sit, let it sizzle. And yours is a little bit bigger in volume than his is, probably about twice as big. How is that going to affect the amount of time that you add heat to it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. But look at that.
It sounds good.
Oh, it's game over.
You put it on way too early.
I thought this was a time competition.
The skillet was on mute when you put it on.
So walk us through what you're doing with the garlic powder and the butter right now.
I'm moving it so it doesn't burn, but I feel like the butter underneath is.
And are you going to add, what was your plan with the oil? Are you still interested in the oil?
No, I'm not going to use that. I thought, I don't know, I wouldn't know what to do with it.
Pump fake. Resisting the
I didn't
temptation to
resist.
move it was, that was fleeting.
It's an interesting shade of gray right now.
What's this?
What's that?
I want to see if it's ready.
Woo!
And that's how you know.
It's dancing. It's dancing. I'm starting to smell Nick's steak, and it does smell quite good.
I feel like you're good at affirming tremendous flaws. So I don't trust any words of affirmation.
Yeah, just weird beeps coming from all different directions. And we've launched for KB. And right away you see the coloration. So it's affirmed we have fire alarms going in here.
This happened last time, right?
I'm not composure kept.
That's how you know it's a good steak coming.
Unless I can see the smoke, I'm not worried.
Apologies.
Fine, it's fine. Smells fantastic.
I don't think it does.
So I think it smells like a great steak.
Now,
So are you timing that?
yeah, I'm at 1:30.
Do we have tongs?
Tongs.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much. That's a clothespin.
There we go. Hey.
Got it. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you so much.
It's on the
All right,
side.
and Nick is up on the side. Oh, it's just oh, God! Fuck! Get the tongs. Get the...
That ruined everything.
Good job, everybody. Oh, God.
Is this due to something we're doing wrong?
Yeah.
No. You're just cooking the steaks.
Looks like I'm doing well.
Oh, yeah, it's smoking. I mean, that's what steaks are supposed to do. Okay, so you're off.
I'm off. I think I'm ready to plate.
You ready to plate?
Yes.
Let's get him a plate. Here's a plate.
I don't know what that is. It looks purple like a liver.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry.
I'm panicking.
Woo!
It's burnt. It's fucked.
Yours?
Yeah.
That's good that this is going through the whole video, right?
I think it's going to be good.
Yeah. Oh, it's very smoky in here, huh?
Flip her over, put her in the prone position. Sometimes she'll flip for me. We're too hot, we're burnt.
Too hot?
We're burnt. Yeah, we're fucked.
It is off? That's just that. Yeah, I'd move the pan off.
All right. Whew. Wow, my heart rate is so high right now.
That belongs in a bad boy's stocking.
No, it's fucked. That looks really good.
Wow. Beautiful plating. How do you feel about how it's come out visually?
Visually, I'm cool with mine, but I don't know what lies underneath.
It could be a different color, it could be a different shade. And Kyle?
Well, the color isn't good. The odor isn't good. The shape isn't good. It kind of looks like West Virginia.
Looks like a heart, kind of.
But when you pick it up, it does
It
look
looks like
juicier.
an organ.
Don't slap
It
it too
might
much. I want to
shatter.
enjoy
The
it.
juice is burgundy. I knew going in 2 to 3 minutes, and I left it on for like 4. When you were looking and observing, did you notice any potential errors?
I thought it was fine, and then the alarm started going off, and I couldn't pay attention to anything because
yeah.
I was panicking so much internally.
About
Because the videos.
the
The
video
sound
is
quality.
ruined.
It's not. It's not ruined. It's just
Yeah.
exciting in a different way. Would anyone like me to try first?
Go ahead. I took mine off first.
We'll let Kyle sit for another second. I'd like to get to the middle at some point, but I'm going to try right from the edgest of the edge. Decent coloring.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
What were we going for? A medium rare plus?
So what finger is that? Like your ring finger, and that's that, ring finger.
I'm going for ring finger.
You watched Gordon Ramsay.
I did.
I did too.
It's buttery, utterly delicious.
Ah.
Very nice. Let's see if we can get to the center and see what that tastes like.
It's not fighting back at all. It wants to just split right in half.
See, in the center,
Uh-oh.
that's pretty rare. That's pretty rare. It looks like a bluefin tuna almost.
Oh, man, yeah. That's completely uncooked. Yeah, go ahead and try it.
I'm gonna try it for sure.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's navy blue.
It's a tuna.
That is,
That's a damn tuna.
The shimmer to it is funny.
yeah, it looks like a gas station puddle.
I'll withhold judgment. Till I try both.
Oh man.
Yeah, give that a diagonal cut, please.
That is cobalt on the inside.
And here we go, cutting into Kyle's. You can hear it. What do we think color-wise? Not bad.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Kind of a true medium.
Like, burnt food isn't bad in my opinion.
And you could kind of,
S'more. Think of it like a s'more.
let's get to the center of this one, and let's,
That looks like you cut in half like a toaster strudel. That's the raspberry filling.
It looks like a pussy.
It looks like pussy. It looks
Yeah.
like pussy skin.
It looks like a medical
looks- yeah.
diagram of a pussy.
That looks like the page of a health book. That's just a spread pussy.
Not so simplistic after all. What is going on here that this happened? Do you taste
it's
the...
such an adventure because the outside is so loud, and the inside is so soft that it almost has the Earth's core to the Earth's crust type of feel to it. I'm actually going to ask both of you to step away, and I'm going to have my 2 consiglieres come and try both of these steaks.
look out for the cocoa powder.
Let's cut into these steaks. I'd like to hear both of your opinions as 2 steaksmen.
I'm going to take the absolute end.
That end looks nice. What do you find about the crust of that?
You know, not bad. I'm not venturing too much farther into the middle, though.
Why?
Well, I have a lot of work coming up, and I don't want to miss it because I'm in the hospital.
And Sass, what are we tasting over here?
Phenomenal. But that was also the end piece. It actually does look pretty raw.
Okay, let's
not
do
like KB. I'm not even.
Let's do a
touch
switcheroo.
KB.
No, let's do a switcheroo. I want you guys both to try both so you can compare. You need to be able to compare.
No one ever heard of finishing a steak in the oven?
Beautiful crust on KB's. Everything else is just a damn shame.
Why are you nervous to eat Nick's?
Because it's carpaccio. It's
It's
blue.
a tartare.
It's blue.
KB's is the level of red that mine was before I put it back on.
Oh.
Oh no! To be honest, I thought
So much salt.
yours was.
so much salt.
The reason I think I said yours was phenomenal is because it's cooked the exact way that mine was.
I just don't really want to eat a...
You have to.
No, I don't. Do I?
I got an end piece and it was to die for.
Wow, there's something unusual.
Butter.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I mean, I can't get over KB's crust. I'm gonna go Nick's,
That was all fat too.
but it's because I also. Yeah, that's what they were doing to mine too. They were throwing it up.
I liked KB's because, first of all, he benefits from having filet, which is due to the texture and the sort of, I would go with KB.
So we have one vote for Nick, one vote for KB.
I'm going KB, yeah.
And it comes down to my vote. Thank you, gentlemen. I'll make my decision with both of the contestants right next to me. It comes down... So it comes down to the flavor at the end of the day. KB had a very interesting production at the beginning of his, and interesting flavor profiles. The paprika, the cocoa powder, CP is abundant in KB's life. Meanwhile, Nick's visual cook was fantastic. And there was nothing that was really a mistake about the way that yours went. It seems like it all went to plan where KB was scrambling at some points. But my favorite steak was KB's. So KB is the winner of the second steak off. I'm so sorry, Nick. But the crust, the flavor,
Championship steak.
and the combination
This is
of
outrageous.
the two took KB's over the edge. While yours was nice and buttery, there was just something lacking in the overall taste department, and I think it could have benefited from a little bit longer cook just because of the sheer size of the steak. So KB, as the winner, why don't we take it over to this other room?
Okay, and as a reciprocated prize to you, you can finish the steak.
Very good. Very good, man.
It's a comedy video. I did that shit on purpose.
Okay, KB, before this competition, we asked you which charity was your favorite and which was your least favorite. Tell me a charity that you love and a charity that you would be dismayed if money went to.
I love the Ron McDonald House. Yeah. I hate Mothers Against Drunk Driving. They've lost the plot. Yeah, they're just trying to prevent drinking. They're prohibitionists.
That clip had nothing to do with anything. We just wanted to see you disparage a charity.
Oh, fuck.
Here's a large swath of money. Take what you think you deserve.
So I at least have to take half. We'll
You
start
can
there.
take as much as you'd like.
A guap. Okay, so that fits easily. So I can at least fit double that.
In some worlds, you're tasked with leaving Nick what you think he deserves.
Like an Arizona iced tea. I think a chocolate bar would be a fantastic prize.
Yeah.
Leave him enough of that. Maybe a little kratom. Bev,
Right.
chocolate bar,
Okay.
kratom, Chinese finger trap if they have toys.
That's nice.
For the guy who holds the door at 7-Eleven. If he's with somebody, one for her. More than enough for him.
Perfect. Nick, Before the competition, we asked you what your favorite and least favorite charities were.
Yeah.
Before we start, can you tell me a charity that you love and a charity that you'd be dismayed if money went to?
Yeah, my favorite charity is Operation Smile for cleft palates. And my least favorite, that's easy, ASDC.
What's that?
It's the American Society of Deaf Children. It's a fine enemy to have.
That had no consequence in this competition. We just wanted to know which charities you disliked.
Yeah, I stand by it.
The rest of the money in here is yours.
What is not bad? Thanks, Kyle. All right.
Kratom candy bar.
$26.
Not bad.
Oh my God, dude. Yours wasn't that much better than mine. It had to come down to a tie-breaking vote.
Two-person
And look at the difference.
You got last place. Whoever gets money for last place. And I'm a champ. I won.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Great British Steak Off. Your second winner, Kyle, takes home the money, but not a bad consolation prize for Nick.
Can't complain.
See you guys next time.